afternoon, class 12 student. Coming to the fourth session of elasticity of demand. Here I will discuss about the factors which are affecting the elasticity of demand. Now see, first one I have written the availability of substitute goods. What is the meaning of substitute goods? Means when one good will be substituted or replaced by another good, this is called the method of substitution. Okay. Another concept I have given, complementary goods which will be consumed jointly. One cannot be substituted by other, like bread and butter. But in case of tea and coffee, it is a substitute. Okay. Now we are talking about the availability of the substitute goods. If the goods have many more substitute, it has a great elasticity of demand. Means it price elasticity, P-R-I-C-E, price elasticity or EP will be higher. Why? Because if the price of that commodity will increase by a bit, the people will go for the next commodities. Example, soap, perfume, detergent, soap. What we are seeing in case of perfume, there are different type of brands. If the perfume of a particular company is higher in respect to you, you can be easily shifted to another brand. There is no other problem. Same thing is happening in case of detergent soap. Same thing is happening in case of different type of health drinks. This is it is happening. Why? Because one is highly substitutable by another. So in that case, price elasticity of demand is very high, and keeping in mind due to the fear of substitution, the company is not charging higher price on these products. You see, in case of soap, there is a price range, and within this price range, the price of the soap, or whether it is detergent powder, whether it is perfume, whether it is cosmetic product, it varies. Because many people are purchasing this commodity, and moreover, the commodities are highly substitutable. But same conception is not applicable in case of essential commodity which doesn't have any substitute or it has few substitute. Example, electricity. Is there any substitute of electricity? No. So in case of electricity, if there is a hike in price, so there will be no alternative. We can make a protest for the reduction of the price per unit, but how far it will work, it is a matter of question. Coming to the vaccine. Suppose we are talking nowadays, there is a great discussion about the vaccine of corona, and already Russia, they have announced they have launched the vaccine. How far it is effective? This is a debatable question, but whatever, they have announced or that they have introduced corona vaccine. Now the question is, if whatever price the corona vaccine will come in the market, so what will happen? The people who can afford, they will definitely afford. If it is 3,000, if it is 5,000 per vaccine, the people who can afford, they can definitely afford because it doesn't have any substitute. Clear? So there are life-saving drugs, corona vaccine, any type of vaccine. Right now, why I have given the example of corona vaccine? Because the corona, if it has been introduced and it will launch in the market by the government, then the people are getting the scope to vaccinate themselves, they will not lose the opportunity. Price doesn't matter. So the availability of the substitute goods is very important in determining the elasticity of demand. If the more and more substitute goods are available in the market, price elasticity of demand will be high, and if the substitute goods are not available in the market or there are very few substitute goods, in that case the price elasticity of demand is low, will be low. Next one is the nature of the commodity. I have previous class I have said in details the nature of the commodity. What type of commodity? First one is normal. Means daily use. Each and every day we are using. Vegetables. Vegetables. What happened? The vegetables what happening? We each and every day we are consuming, and this is the product which can be consumed by the large amount of consumer. So keeping in mind this fact, the price of the commodity cannot be exorbitant. Yes. So its price will be such so that it can be affordable by each and every consumer. Okay. Now that is called the nature of the commodity. Which type of commodity we are talking about? If it is a normal commodity, what happened? The price elasticity of demand, will be very low, because if the price of the product will increase by a bit, by rupees 1, 2, whatever may be, because it cannot be increased by a large amount, say 50 rupees, 60 rupees at a time. That is not possible. But if there is a few change, little bit change in the price value of the product, the consumer will purchase the product because it will not hamper their budget. They have to purchase it. So it is their price elasticity will be low, and it is called inelastic price elasticity. Next I am coming about the luxury product. What are those? Gold. Okay, platinum. Or costly fridge or refrigerator. Okay. High quality of television or costly refrigerator. In that case, what will happen? So we will be very choosy at the time of selecting the product, because if any defect or fault will found in it afterwards, it cannot be replaced soon. So in our mind, before selecting any luxury commodity, we are thinking twice, thrice before taking the decision, because once the decision has been taken and the commodity will be purchased, the alteration cannot be done very soon. Now see, I am talking about gold, platinum or costly refrigerator, and any type of costly item. It can be a costly car also, not a normal car we are talking about. Now, if the price per unit, per kg of gold has fallen down by some amount, what will happen? People will purchase more gold ornament. It can happen in case of platinum, other precious jewelry also, because they are by default costly in nature. Now, if there is any reduction, either fall in price or any discount concession will be given, whatever form the price reduction comes in the market, it affects the consumer budget deeply. Why? Because consumer spends. If we have to purchase any luxury commodity, we have to spend a huge amount of money in order to acquire it. But it may not happen in case of mobile phone, because mobile phone is not very costly in nature which we are consuming. Think about the smartphone. It is available in 12,000 rupees, but a good fridge or refrigerator or AC machine with the budget of 12,000 may not be available. It cannot be available. So more and more costly will be the commodity. The price elasticity of demand will be more. There is a great relationship between the price and the price elasticity of demand. If we are talking about the luxury commodity, that it is elastic in nature. Now if we will talking about the inferior commodity, what commodity? It has a negative income effect. If our income will increase also, what will happen? We will not purchase more and more inferior commodity. So it has a negative income elasticity and zero price elasticity of demand. If the price will fall or price will increase, it will not affect the consumer budget. Number third, the proportion of income spent. Very, very important. I am rubbing off. See, proportion of income spent. Now see, coming to vegetables. Now see, what is happening? If I am a poor consumer, I don't have the money, what I will purchase? I have to purchase vegetable, and I have to spend a significant portion of my income in purchasing of vegetables, because I cannot purchase luxury quantity. Clear? So what is happening? If we are purchasing if we are spending a good amount of our income on purchasing the commodity, then we will see that it is affecting the price elasticity of demand. So what will happen? Suppose a poor consumer, what he will purchase? Potato. What he will purchase? Rice. What he will purchase? Little bit of vegetables. So if their price will increase, it will definitely affect his budget. But we are talking about the middle group income, or we are talking about the rich people. Whether it will hamper their budget? The answer is no. So when we are not spending too much amount of our money, or the significant portion of our income we are not spending on purchasing the goods, then what will happen? The elasticity of demand will be low. Okay? Suppose a rich people, doesn't matter what is the price of the potato. If it is 25, it is the 35, even it is 40 per kg, it doesn't matter, because he can afford. But it matters to the poor consumer, because if the price of the potato will increase by 5 rupees, it will definitely affect his budget. Now we are talking about, this is called normal commodity. Next we are talking about the luxury commodity. In luxury commodity, what I have said, that whether it is a poor people will not go for the luxurious commodity, because in their house no refrigerator will be available, AC will not be available. It is not expected that in their house these are available. But we are coming to the mid-income group, that is the middle class people and the rich people. So what is happening? If the rich people, you have a good money, but if you want to purchase a car, obviously, because suppose you are purchasing a 9 lakhs car, so what is happening? You are spending a significant amount of income while spending the car. So you should see the price. See, suppose it may be available at 9,50,000, or in another company it is the same car, same type of car is available at 9,35,000. So you will go for the bargaining, because to you 9,50,000 means 9.5 lakhs, it matters. It is not like that you are purchasing a potato. When you are purchasing a potato, it is a cheap kind of commodity to you. But when you are purchasing a car, a good car, obviously it matters to your budget. Thanks.